behalf of the Sibley Achievement High School National Honor Society, I would like to welcome those of you present tonight, new members, parents, teachers, administrators, and friends. It is our sincere wish that the following ceremony be highly meaningful to you. Would you please stand and join us in saying the pledge to the flag of the United States? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Edward Reinerson, a high school principal, became concerned about the growing movement to emphasize athletic activities. He proposed to create an organization whose membership requirement was to meet scholarship, leadership, character, and service standards. The National Honor Society was founded in 1921 by the National Association of Secondary School Principals. Today, there are more than 20,000 chapters across the United States. The Sibley chapter was established in 1956 and the Achievement chapter in 1975. Upon the merger of the two school districts, the Sibley Achievement chapter was reorganized in 1985. Membership in the Sibley Achievement chapter requires a minimum of a 3.3 grade point average and
individual leadership, character, and service to the school and community while adhering to the school's good conduct policies. Each candidate for membership must meet a minimum point total on their application process. Participation in at least 2 different categories of activities for 2 years of high school, character recommendations from their teachers and community members. The Sibley Achievement Faculty Advisory Committee then approves these candidates for membership. Throughout the year, our chapter helps with various community activities. In the past, we have worked with the Kiwanis Club providing the Easter bunnies for the Easter egg hunt. We've helped with the Rotary Club's fundraising dinners in the fall and around Valentine's Day. This year, we will be sending Christmas cards and care packages to the troops from Iowa that are stationed overseas, Secret Santa for the high school and middle school staff, crush cans for Valentine's Day, hosting a leadership training for members, as well as working in the basketball concession stand in December. Now we will be pleased to hear from our principal, Mr. Craig.
Well, good evening. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you and inductees. I've been told, I did this not last year but the year before, and they told me to keep it under an hour this time, and I'm going to do that because I got to get out and check roads. I mean, it's pretty serious out there. Ms. Krogman, parents, guests, members, and inductees, I'm honored to have been asked to be here with you for your National Honor Society induction ceremony. The 4 pillars that stand as the cornerstones of membership in NHS all have a major impact on every area of our lives, both for the accomplishments you're being recognized for tonight and how scholarship, service, leadership, and character affect all of us as we go through our day-to-day lives. Each time I've been asked to deliver remarks at an induction ceremony, I frame the presentation around the 4 pillars of NHS. There are plenty of smart people in the world, plenty of people who volunteer, plenty of people who work their way into leadership roles, and plenty of people with strong morals. It shouldn't be slighted by anyone that you are here because you excel at all 4 of these areas. This isn't a popularity contest or a beauty contest. This is recognition that you work hard to attain the highest achievements in academics. Give freely of your time and talents to others, show strong leadership qualities, and maintain the highest of integrity in the process. You represent yourselves in the best way possible in all 4 pillars of National Honor Society. And to think about what you've had to go through the past few years to reach this moment that were outside of your control. A worldwide pandemic, loss of opportunities, loss of the ability to go out and interact with people in the ways that we used to. Our entire world was turned upside down and still isn't back to what we remember. So what did you do? You supported your community. You did what you needed to do to not lose focus on all the things you had already worked so hard to achieve. You kept studying. You kept athletically involved. You kept practicing. You helped your neighbors. You volunteered. You provided leadership and guidance to younger generals. You are to be commended for your efforts to continue leading, serving, growing, and acting with strong character through these unprecedented interruptions we experienced. So let's dig into the 4 pillars. The first pillar is scholarship. I graduated 5th in my high school class of 54 with a 3.4 GPA. Obviously, you have to study, get your work completed with high quality in a timely fashion, and be able to regurgitate all that information on tests in order to achieve at a level worthy of tonight's honor. In contrast, I completed my undergraduate degree in music education at Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa, graduating with a 2.6 GPA, just above the minimum required to earn a degree. Now, this wasn't because I partied myself out of high standing or didn't go to class. I struggled with my learning style because I had convinced myself that studying before a test made me forget what I was trying to remember when I took the test. Funny thing is, after I became an experienced teacher, I figured out that cramming the night before the test didn't work. Sound familiar? When I went through my administrative degree and certificate programs, I read as I learned and went through classes. I followed the exemplars provided by instructors for what would be considered quality writing at the graduate level. I did my research, wrote and rewrote, and still maybe did a little bit of cramming. I'm proud to say I finished both of my graduate programs with a cumulative 3.8 GPA. So what does my brief academic story tell you about me as a lifelong learner? I hope that it says you can continue to learn and change your habits to help yourself be successful. No one is too set in their ways or too old to learn. I also hope what follows will show there has to be more to being a strong, contributing member of society than just one strength or weakness. The second pillar is service, giving to others without requesting anything in return. Not just when someone is in need or in case of emergency, but rather working in service to others is a general part of your life. You are here tonight to be recognized for your service to others, whether that's providing entertainment and companionship to the lonely, sharing your talents without being compensated, or volunteering to benefit the less fortunate. You make the community better because you've decided it's worth doing, so why not me? You've gone on mission trips, volunteered and taught classes for your church, provided for those in need in our communities and abroad, recognized those who provide for us with tokens of gratitude, and much more. Service takes selfless ambition. Think about it. You have all these book smarts, but when you volunteer in service to others, how much wisdom do you pick up from those you help? How good do you feel when you're done? How full is your cup after knowing that although you're tired both mentally and physically and you may still have your own stuff to take care of, someone else's quality of life is better because you were there for them. Service gets rewarded with appreciation and awards like this one you're receiving tonight. However, in the grand scheme of things, having your cup filled and heart overflowing with appreciation, those intrinsic motivators last much longer. The third pillar is leadership. You are here because you are leaders. As already stated, you're leaders in academics in your class. You are leaders in service. You are leaders with good character. You are leaders of leaders. As such, you have a great responsibility moving forward to help unite your neighbors, friends, and communities to act in ways that represent the best of human nature. We come together in times of emergency, in times of crisis, and in times of danger. People like you will lead our communities to live together and support each other through everyday life as well. I want to say something here about combining these last two pillars into servant leadership. In order to be a great leader, you have to be a great servant. You have to do what you expect others to do and get in the weeds with them. You have to be there for others before you are there for yourself. You have to ensure all the work gets done, yet make sure you're doing the work alongside those in your stead and allowing their skills and talents to shine. Leadership isn't about you. It's about those around you doing what needs to be done because they want to do it. People won't do that for someone that doesn't inspire them by being alongside them. As you grow into leadership positions after high school, you will find that continuing to have high expectations for yourself and building honest relationships with others will bring you the results you're looking for. The final pillar is character. From the National Honor Society definition, the student of good character is cooperative, demonstrates high standards of honesty and reliability, shows courtesy, concern, and respect for others, and generally maintains a clean disciplinary record. I'd like to invite Mr. DeZeo up here to share what he knows about these clean disciplinary records. Mr. DeZeo? Anybody have a problem with that? No, we're all good? Okay. I'm kidding. It's what you do when no one's looking. It's integrity. It's conducting yourself in a manner showing no matter what you're going through, you can be strong enough to continue being there for someone else. So let's stop there and address the last part of the NHS definition, generally maintains a clean disciplinary record. Now, very simply, this can be taken to mean that you don't get in trouble, ever. Or maybe what you do is minor enough to not hold you back from positive public favor. For an adult, it could be a speeding ticket or a seatbelt violation. Not enough to keep you from getting a job because it creates a bad background check, but it might cause you to pay attention a little more and maybe pay a ticket and probably pay higher insurance, right? When I was in high school, I had two stories that I knew I could share once my parents passed away. They aren't incredibly terrible. They're not skeletons in my closet, but I might have caused a little damage. So at our home golf course in Leon, the fourth hole is the Postcard Hole. It's the hole that everybody remembers. If you're going to take a picture and send it, that's where you would do it. It's a little par 3, 150 yards. There's a pond in the middle, and you tee off up here at the top of the hill, go down to the pond, up the other side, and the green's over here. So after we had hit our tee shots, my friend and I played all the time in the summer. He had the golf cart, so we had a great time. But I go out and we start to go down the hill after we've hit our tee shots. And there's a ground squirrel comes running out. Anybody like to chase ground squirrels? I like to chase ground squirrels. And I didn't have a little pellet gun or anything. I had a golf cart. So I turned this golf cart and we gunned it and turned it the wrong way with the hill instead of against the hill. And we rolled the golf cart down the hill. Now, we didn't go in the pond. But let's say the golf cart, it had a top on it that was a little lower when we got done. The other time, I had taken the golf cart from Danny and the guy I played with in the summer, and drove it away from him, and I drove it into the cart shed. And there's these lines of golf carts down both sides. And so I drive down the middle of the lane, and I've got it gunned. I'm going, fast as I possibly can, at least 15 miles an hour. And I turned back, right, to see where he was. And, of course, you turn back and look away. You turn the wheel when you turn. And so then I turned around and looked forward again. And boom. About 5 golf carts went sliding out of the way as I ran into the corner of the first one. But the thing was, it wasn't that big of a deal because we moved the carts back where they were. We pulled the fender that had gotten bent in. We pulled it back out. That was it. There wasn't any other damage. There wasn't any other, a little scary. We went home for the rest of the day. But we never said anything about it. And I tell you those stories to tell you this. Nothing came of it because I thought my parents wouldn't ever know. Well, they knew. They knew all along. They even bragged about it later in life as I told them the story. They were like, yeah, we know, and it was fine, and we took care of it and had the conversation, and everybody was great. You knew, and you didn't tell me? However, they didn't call me on it. Nobody got hurt, and the damage caused wasn't significant enough to need insurance claims or financial compensation. My parents decided that it was worked out amongst the adults and didn't feel the need to drag either me or my friend through the mud about it. Now, your parents have the same kind of stories on you, And you'll hear many of them either this year or next year at graduation probably. It's a great time to bring those things up. But they will also hold you accountable to the important stuff, which is what we've already covered throughout this presentation. Inductees, love your parents. Tell them thank you. And please figure out way before I did that they do really know what's going on. And they can provide you with wisdom and guidance that will serve you well for years to come. Once again, I congratulate you on your induction to National Honor Society and thank you for the opportunity to share in this evening with you. You may not remember this speech this night or where you put your medals and patches in storage, but you will remember how you feel every time you do for others, and it fills your cup and overflows your heart. Thank you.
A candle's but a simple thing. It starts with just a bit of string, yet dipped with patient hand. It gathers wax upon the strand. Until complete and snowy white, it gives at last a lovely light. Life seems so like that bit of string. Each deed we do a simple thing. Yet day by day, if on life's strand, we work with patient heart and hand. It gathers joy, makes dark days bright, and it gives at last a lovely light.
The membership of the S-O Chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the four qualities held in high esteem by the Society. 4 of our members will review these qualities for the candidates. To be eligible for membership in National Honor Society, each applicant has been asked to write a short essay on each of the qualities of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can only be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Now I will light the candle of scholarship.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's world, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. Now I light the candle of service.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members and to the candidates. Now I will light the candle of leadership.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that each person from others. It gives each one individually. It is that one without no one can respect oneself, nor hope to obtain the respect of others. It is the force of character which guides one through life, and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality when we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating each qualities of reliability, honest, and sincerely, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. Now I light the candle of character.
The candidates will rise and receive their membership in the National Honor Society. Please line up on the stage after you receive your certificate so that all members can recite the Honor Society Pledge.
Marissa Evelyn Ackerman. Garrett Maxwell Atherton. Connor James Beltman. Hallie M. Block. Riley Rainbow Bohr. JD Ann Bramer. Madison Jean Brower. Rocky B. Bushby. Creighton Joseph Cosgrove. Keegan Lyle DeZeo. Jalen Joe DeYoung. Micaiah Janae Dykstra. Keaton Alexa Elser. Jaden Lynn Jensen. Mark David Jensen. Emma K. Langstrat. Madison Ray Marco. Thomas Douglas Roth. Diana Souffle. Jillian Jean Van Diepen. Keisha Rose Van Ingen. Theodore K. Van Gelder. Bria Marie Wasmond. Sophia Weber. Elena Jean Wingate. And Avery May Zelstra.
Will all members of the National Honor Society now stand and join the new members in the Pledge of the National Honor Society as printed in the back of your program? I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. I'm not sure what to do now.
On behalf of the National Honor Society, I would like to congratulate all of our new members. The new members will form a congratulatory line at the west end of the Commons. Please remain seated as the ushers will assist you in leaving. Congratulate these new members. Tonight is indeed an honor. In closing, we extend to all of you an invitation to join us for refreshments in the Commons.